Hello guys, this is Futurist TV and welcome back to my channel. But before I start the devotional guys, I would like to shout out the following person on our channel na napunta rito at nag-join sa devotional natin the other night. Shout out ang God Bless Loreto Vlog, Molex Alamada, Michael Aburita, Sweetie Ding Quadra, Pamilya Lagan Channel, Debs Bilia, Ariel Coray, Heart Ponsalan, Heart Bilieta, Royal Blood TV, Jamaica Remolta, Yans TV, Gabriela Mampalayo, Palawod, and even to those that joined us during the premiere but still napunta pa rin dito para manood at makinig sa devotional. God bless us all, guys.
Rich TV, where you heard it, number one is on the top. Good advice is they'll never stop. Rich TV, where you heard it, number one is on the top. Good advice is they'll never stop.
Guys, bakasyon na sa mga walang trabaho, kaya tinatawag na long holidays. Happy holidays, guys, no? Sana enjoy natin yung bakasyon natin. Alright guys, as our proceed to our devotional, let's open our Bible to Leviticus chapter 23 verses 15 to 22. Still guys, I'm using the devotional sa Bible because the words used here so simplified, maintindihan talaga natin. Okay, the word of the Lord in Leviticus chapter 23 verse 15 to 22, this is about the Feast of Weeks. From the day after the Sabbath, the day he brought the sheaf of the wave offering, count of 7 full week, count of 50 days up to the day after the 7th Sabbath, and then present an offering of new grain to the Lord. From wherever you live, bring 2 loaves made of 2/10 of an ephah of fine flour, baked with yeast, as a wave offering of first fruits to the Lord. Present with this bread 7 male lambs, each a year old and without defect, 1 young bull and 2 rams. They will be a burnt offering to the Lord, together with their grain offering and drink offerings, an offering made by fire, an aroma pleasing to the Lord. Then sacrifice 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 lambs, each a year old, for a fellowship offering. The priest is to wave the 2 lambs before the Lord as a wave offering, together with the bread of the firstfruits. They are a sacred offering to the Lord. For the priest, on the same day, you are to proclaim a sacred assembly and do no regular work. This is to be a lasting ordinance for the generation to come, wherever you live. When you reap the harvest of your land, do not reap to the very edges of your field, or gather the gleaming of your harvest. Leave them for the poor and the alien. I am the Lord, your God. Amen and amen. Okay guys, let's now pray. Yes, Lord, we're now on time of feasting because of the celebration of Christmas, oh God. Yes, it's true, God. Everybody's happy. Everybody's preparing food. Everybody's preparing gift for our loved ones, particularly the members of the family and even, oh God, the friends, the people closest to us, oh God. Lord, even as we celebrate this, teach us to remember to leave anything for the poor in order that they may also glean and could also taste what we have done, what we have cooked, what we have prepared. Teach us to share what we have for them also, dear God, and what we have for you, O Lord. Lord, bless this devotional. Bless each one na andito ngayon. Ikaw din ang manguna sa bawat buhay ng bawat isa na andito ngayon, O God. Bless us all, O God. Bless us all. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen and amen. Okay guys, our focus verse for this evening is found in Leviticus 23 verse 22, and it says, leave them for the poor and for the foreigners residing among you. So, the title of the devotion for this evening, guys, is Leave a Little Behind. Pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and occasionally a $50, that's what he'd find on the nightstand beside his bed. He'd empty his pocket each evening and leave the contents there, for he knew eventually they'd come to visit, they being his grandchildren. Over the years, the kids learned to visit his nightstand as soon as they arrived. He could have put all that spare change in a coin bank or even stored it away in a saving account, but he didn't. He delighted in leaving it there for the little ones, the precious guest in his home. Similar mindset is that expressed in Leviticus 23. When it comes to bringing in the harvest from the land, God via Moses told the people something quite counterintuitive, not to reap to the very edges of your field or gather the gleaning of your harvest. Essentially, he said, leave a little behind. This instruction reminded the people that God was behind the harvest in the first place, and that he used his people to provide for those of little account, the strangers in the land. Such thinking is definitely not the norm of our world, but it's exactly the kind of mindset that will characterize a grateful sons and daughter of God. He delights in a generous heart, and that often comes through you and me. I remember, guys, when I was still small, particularly when I was in elementary and high school, no? Kasi yung bahay namin napapaligiran ng farm, no? So, every after harvest time, ako talaga, number one na pupunta doon sa pinag-anihan ng mga tanim, no? I do gleaming, or we call it hagdaw, no? Kasi nga, it's really biblical pala, no? Na hindi pala kailangan na ubusin lahat yung mga yung mga ng owner ng mga harvester ang mga tanim doon, because it is also to give way sa mga maghahagdaw or those gleaming the harvest, no? So they can also have something, no? Well, I'm so happy, no, na ganyan. Kasi na-experience ko to, no? Nakakuha ko ng isang sakong mais, no? Then, I sold it. Wow, nagkapera ko. That's December also. So, yun yung binili ko ng mga gamit ko. So, natutuwa na ako noon. It's just a recall, no? So, kaya in our life, no, let's set aside a little thing behind para naman makapabigay tayo sa mga hindi natin kilala, no? Kahapon I offered something, a food to the delivery man of an LPG, pero nirefuse yung pagkain ko kasi nga daw nagmamadali siya. Sabi ko, okay. So, yun, at least nag-offer ako sa kanya, no? At this time of season, guys, no? Sino yung mabigyan natin ng mga little things na may bigay natin sa kanila? I guess let's now proceed to the two questions. What's your first reaction to the thought of leaving a little behind? Yes, kailangan, no? So, they can also taste na kung ano yung sarap ng pinagkayuran mo, no? So, yun. Siguro, ikaw naman kung makita mo na masaya binigyan mo, of course, you're also happy, di ba? Yung heart mo is also happy. Second question, what's one way you could practice such thankful generosity toward the poor or the strangers in your life? Yes, I would be very thankful because I shared something to them. No? A month ago, I gave almost 5 boxes of LBC box, no? Yung balikbayan box, na ibinigay ko sa isang church. Sabi ko, you choose kung ano yung gusto mo, kunin mo, and yung ibibigay niyo sa mga less fortunate. So I'm happy, guys, na naka-share ako sa mga less fortunate. Binigay nila sa mga yung mga outreach nila sa bundok, no? Kasi may mga outreach din sila. So I'm happy na naka-share ako, maski little things lang. Pero hindi little things talaga yun, no? It's plenty. Guys, let's now pray. Loving God, thank you for your provision in our life. Give us eyes to see ways in which we can share with others, especially those poor and in need. Bless us, O God, so we can bless others also. Amen and amen. Yes, guys, let's bless other. No? Little is much when God is in it. And I know God would truly multiply what you are giving to others. Ako tuwa ako kasi because of somebody here nandito, no, na magka-sweldo ako kay Whitey. So I have to give that one to somebody also, yung sweldo. So happy tayo. Happy tayo. God bless us all, guys, because I know God surely blesses 10 times better. This again is Rich TV. Kita-kita tayo muli po sa muli. Paalam!